Hi everyone. I wanted to make another video today where I delve a little bit more into the PlayStation Vitas, especially the Slim here, as I found a new way of using it since I primarily use the 1000 model with the OLED screen. I'm going to turn them both on at the same time and show you them both loading up. Now this one is the first one that was modded and it boots up with the actual ENSO screen, whereas when I swap that SD2 Vita card into this one, that one now starts booting up with the Henkaku logo instead of the ENSO. And it's too much fuss to try and replace that. It doesn't really bother me that much, but I do prefer how this one looks, absolutely. And when I last did this video, I didn't have any battery in this, and it was basically a blank slate as it only has a 1 GB memory card in it now, whereas this has about 200 gigabytes. And I was playing around with this and just thinking, what can I do with this? And as I was playing with it more, I started to think that actually it might turn out into quite a decent, like, retro exclusive console. We've only got 1 GB on the main memory card, as you can see inside here. There's nothing inside there, so we've only got the small memory card, wherever that is located. It might not actually sure where it is. So what I wanted to do at first, I wanted to put RetroArch on there, but it's quite a large VPK, and then you have to install it as well. And I was finding that I wasn't able to get it done, even if I like swap some files around. So what I decided to do is actually test out all these like individual emulators. I should point out, actually, if you should use RetroArch, the emulators are better optimized. They perform a lot better. I'm going to show you, actually, I'll show you, start off with GBA here, that I had to overclock this CPU to 500 megahertz or whatever it was, in order to play Castlevania without audio problems. I was just playing it a little bit and made a state. And you can hear it's almost perfect. I think you'd have to really listen out for it to find out that there's like tiny little hiccups in there. But yeah, because I couldn't put RetroArch on this, the other emulators were smaller, and I chucked some games on. So basically, this 1 GB memory card just has SNES, Mega Drive, Game Boy Advance, and N64. Just a selection of games I might be interested in playing. We also have Vita Bright on. Well, I'm not exactly sure if Vita Bright is on here. I found it really hard to tell, but I don't know if this proves it, but we've got this going as high as we possibly can get. There's a Vita Bright application, but every time I launched it kind of crashed. It's kind of confusing. But I tried to get the screen as bright as possible. It looks pretty good. You can start hearing some of that chugging in the sound now. So yeah, with Game Boy Advance, definitely use RetroArch. But like I said, because of the 1 GB on here, I had to go with this option. Because like I said, I'm gonna use this Vita for mainly everything. But when I hold this, how do I explain it? Let me hold this one again. So because this is a little thicker, the way you hold it, it just seems a little easier to use these thumbsticks, which is perfect for Vita games. I'll show you some of the collection I have now, because I've actually rearranged my Vita. But it feels a lot easier to use the sticks on here. Whereas on this Vita, it feels kind of because you feel like you're more precisely holding the Vita to play it. And it feels like the sticks, when you're trying to be a little bit more heavy-handed with it, it feels less comfortable to use. Whereas the D-pad and buttons, it feels fantastic to use it this way, which makes it a very like lucrative handheld device, retro device. Let's get another game going. Let's look at something else. Something with speed. I've never seen F-Zero 2 before. Is this a real game? Oh yeah, this because this was the first Vita I had, and I got really into I always get into accessories when I look at handhelds, and I even had a grip, the kind of grip that holds it like a controller with the L2 and R2 buttons, but I hated it. I really hated it because those buttons feel squishy to me. I just didn't like how they worked. I don't know why I'm putting my name in. So I personally wouldn't recommend it, but I'm sure like some people would say it's actually fantastic to use. However, I'll show you what I actually read. So I ended up keeping 2 of these things. This is a cover, a rubber cover that's actually really nice to hold, and it makes the Vita look pretty good. The only downside really is once you slide it in, these top 2 flaps don't quite fit snugly, and it always bothers me whenever you have something like this. I even tried putting this in a pot of boiling water like several times to try and shrink the rubber, not with the Vita in obviously. And it seemed like it kind of worked, but if you can forgive just a tiny bit of flap that's not completely snug, this is really nice. I think I even ordered this from Japan. I use this quite a bit. The other one, this is really good if you don't mind a slightly tacky look. But the great thing about it is this. It makes it so much easier to hold. That so when you're like laying down or something, because I'm grabbing this, you can pull, and it gives you a nice good grip on the whole thing, and it makes it really comfortable to play like all sorts of games, and you kind of forget the way it is once you're holding it. I'm not actually going to slide it in because it'll take a little while, and yeah, this one is actually pretty decent. I definitely recommend that. Anyway, and thumb grips too. I've got a bunch of thumb grips that I ordered off eBay. Sorry, there's a hair there. And I ended up putting these on this Vita because there's like these circular indents, and it makes the thumb stick to them, which is quite nice. Whereas these ones just add a bit more thickness, and I like those on this one. If I was to play like an N64 game, it feels quite nice. Is this a real F-Zero game? Oh, no you won't. 888 crimes? Wow, it's a lot of crime. I also have a glass protector screen on this, which I'd recommend on this one, because you can actually get some good ones. The only downside for me is somehow I managed to chip it right there. It's not a big deal to me, but I don't actually know how I did that. Seems to run smoothish. So this is kind of a strange video, to be honest, because I don't think anyone in their right mind really is going to mod a PlayStation Vita just with the 1GB card inside it. I don't play F-Zero, man. I don't know why I put this on. I've never played F-Zero. I keep meaning to play the one on the GameCube as well. Did I fail? Oh. Oh, that's sad. Let's test out one more game with this emulator. I keep unpausing it. I mean to exit game. Let's have a look down here. Something feisty with action. Gunstar superheroes. But for my predicament, as I said, I put my ST2 Vita in this one. I didn't really want to just leave this out on the side. When I first got this, I fell in love with it. I was like, I have to keep playing this. And then when I got this, I just loved the screen even more. And the bulkiness just kind of has a nicer feel for me, just to use the sticks and things. We'll have a look at that in a bit. So for me, personally, I get a really great vibe from the Slim now, just for like chucking on some retro game and just diving in. It's also so light. It's really light. It's like as light as my phone, which is awesome. No problem so far with this one. Oh, a little bit of problem. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I used auto plugin to overclock to 500. This one's running decently. You can change the screen layout in this as well. What did I? There's a button, but for some reason I changed it to circle and it doesn't work. With background, save. This is how it starts off. I'm not really too keen on that. I don't know why people would like that. And then you have without background. Ah, you gotta save. So that's just, yeah, without the background. And then stretched. Oops. But as nice as that is to fit the whole screen, it looks better with GBA games, to be fair. I think I would prefer the fit aspect ratio. Yeah, I like that. This actually runs really well. When I looked online, I heard there was like mixed mixed performance on games with this emulator. Nice. Alright, let's get out of there. I'm going to go to Daedalus on here now. And I have a selection of games I threw on this card. It's kind of cool. Just tiny memory card and got a bunch of these games. I had a little look at Diddy Kong Racing. And I forgot about this, but you can use your finger to control all this. So I can tap, load state. But I'd rather... Wait, I swear I saved state earlier. No? Alright, we're starting from scratch. Also, aspect ratio unstretched. I don't know why that's not working. There's like top and bottom missing. And on this game in particular, there's some textures and assets not loading. I'm just going to press the button here to get into a game. Oh. Bastard balloon. Great. When I tried this earlier, I just drove forward and got the balloon. Diddy Kong Racing is a game my brother and I played a ton of. We just loved getting times and all the balloons in this. I forgot about the boost. Isn't it strange? Oh shit. Isn't it strange that this runs better than some of those GBA games? It's just because it's better optimized. Is there skidding in this? I thought there was skidding. It's not a C button, is it? Wait, so I think that's... I don't know how the buttons are mapped in this. There's definitely a drift. That's not it, because that's brake. Like, R does nothing. Oh no, it's doing it. Why is it whenever I record, that's when I show how much of a dumbass I am? Oh, this doesn't have Mario Kart Drift Boost. Okay. Oh, second. Haven't played that in ages. I think there's a version of that on the DS as well. I'm not entirely sure. Let's press select, and oh, you can't do it like a touchscreen. You have to move it like a PC mouse. Close ROM. Let's have a look. Man, one of these days I got to play Harvest Moon 64. Let's have a look at Paper Mario. I don't really know how much we can look into this, but I was curious because it's a nice looking game and a good RPG. I've also only put ROMs on here that it says launching at the bottom. Don't know if you can see that. I don't know what it is with this camera, but it doesn't really auto correct, and I've had to set it to a manual focus. Otherwise it just goes all over the place and it doesn't look good. But yeah, Paper Mario is a good looking game. I've only put playable games on here. There's a list on there that says that some of them aren't playable and so on. Oh, there's a bunch of assets not loading. That's looking strange. Can I just call myself A? I'll figure that out one day. First play. It broke. So does that not work? You lied to me. It said playable. You can't trust everything they say. I don't know why it does that every time. It's always got to build a database. Because it's a classic, I'll load up Super Mario 64. Yeah, it is. I really hate the intro of Mario 64 because I just want to like rush and get into the first world. Whenever I play this, I am surprised that my hands and my thumbs don't block the sound. Works quite decently. Oh my god, Mario on a Sony system. I'm so sorry. Wow, pretty good. Go away, Lackey 2. No one likes you. This plays really nicely, actually. It feels really good, too. But, again, this is what I was talking about. Like, once I start doing, like, when I start getting heavy-handed with my thumb, I feel this, like, pressure in my wrist. And in the palm. Or more the palm, actually. And it starts to feel a little uncomfortable. Whereas on the 1000, it would actually be a bit nicer to play this with a stick. That's what I think, anyway. Damn. Looks really good. Feels good, too. Damn. No, don't bow wow. I want your star. There we go. Dude, I played this game when it came out. Back in like, what, 1996? 97 or 6? was absolutely incredible at the time. Completely mind-blowing. I don't think a kid or someone young these days can ever experience that kind of generational leap. I don't know, maybe VR kind of does it, but I remember when this came out, I didn't think I'd ever see in my lifetime that this kind of game would be playable on a portable. That's insane. And here it is. And I'm making a video on it. Yeah, super cool. Works great. Alright, so, and then I also got these two emulators, Genesis Plus and SNES 9X. SNES 9X actually was a white bubble. I had to get an icon and make a thing for it, which actually looks quite nice. Let's have a look at Genesis Plus. There's one game I tried on here, and this kind of like started the whole thing actually. So it was Castlevania. I had to download all these ROMs again from whatever I had before to zip files, I think. This emulator was really funny about that. So when I first tried this game on this, when I didn't overclock it, it was pretty choppy. The sound was all over the place. But because I overclocked the CPU, it's actually running a lot better. You can hear that choppiness in the sound. I don't know why this emulator does that. In fact, you know, this is a good time to actually show you why RetroArch is going to be the thing to use. Might be able to even compare the screens a little bit. It does take a little bit to load for me though. Is it? I can speed this up. Okay, did I set a fast forward button in this? I don't think I did actually. So no problems in the sound there. RetroArch saves the day. And I don't know how to make a good comparison here. You see how the top one is a lot brighter? And that's, for some reason it looks worse in the video, but when I bring it up close, it looks so different on my display than actually in person. Let me pause them both so there's not sound everywhere. The Vita it really does look good, especially with Vita Bright. This one's a little bit duller, but actually comes across quite well still. But it is sharper, and I noticed that personally. Yeah, it doesn't come across on this camera very well. But I absolutely guarantee that the Vita looks like twice as good. It really does. Can I use the stick? I can't. I feel like I want to use the stick for some reason. Yeah. This Castlevania's got fantastic music, man. It really has. This is Michiru Yamane's first outing in Castlevania. Alright, let's have a look at this one. I don't know if it's the emulator or what, but it sounds so different. Sorry, I had to check something. I thought it wasn't coming out the left speaker for a moment. Yeah. Unfortunately, I am not the comparison guy. I don't have like great camera setup and stuff. I just the guy showing off these consoles, man, because I like them. Yeah, take that. Oh, you also get like a sick plasma whip, don't you? Yeah, that shit's sick. Oh yeah, Eleanor. Let's have a look at another game. Oh, me and my brother love the Shining Force games. Seriously good. I want to have a look at Rocket Knight Adventures. That game is seriously good music as well. I think this is a game Konami was hoping they'd have like a mascot on their hands on the level of Mario and Sonic, but that's not what happened. So now I'm starting to wonder if this should actually, if I should get another ST2 Vita card for this. Damn, it is a really cool mechanic though. I remember when they made like a sequel to Sparkster for the Xbox 360. And then forgot all about it afterwards. I don't know if I've ever seen a speedrun of this game. It's Metal Gear. This game is also hard, man. If you try and play this whole game, it can get pretty difficult. Ow. I'm trying really hard to wonder if the sound is a bit weird or if it's unusually authentic. Oh, did you just wolf whistle at me? You cheeky boy. Anything else? I'll have a look at the Genesis on here. I don't know how quick you can get into it. I'm actually curious what Sonic 3D Blast looks like on this emulator. Sega! Dude, in the Sonic movies, I love how they present the Sega logo and the music with that. It's so good. Also, when you make an isometric game, this is how you do it. Not just giving you like 4 weird directions, 8 directions. Perfect. I really want to use the stick for this. This feels so much better. Man, name one bad Sonic game. Kidding. You can name like 10. I want to go in the ring. Oh, I've not got enough. I haven't got all the things in the area. Damn. Man, if Sonic Frontiers is better than this, I'll eat my hat. Actually, I won't. Pretty cool. Runs surprisingly well, I guess. Alright, let's be done with that. Let's have a look at SNES 9X. Where the UI is like exactly the same as the Genesis one. Games. I'm actually curious to have a look at Sparkster, which is the sequel to Rocket Knight Adventures on here with the SNES emulator. What a vibe. Miss these days, man. We're at 30 minutes already. This feels nice already. Yo, this song is sick. Dude, they just don't make games like this anymore. I can't imagine like a new AAA game coming out. It's just got like this vibe, this creative design, and just feeling really fun. Like, yeah, I want to start kicking ass and being a hero immediately. And no, you just... Games want you to be really depressed these days. The slowdown, I can't tell if it's the game or the emulator. Pretty sick. I wanted to have a look at a Donkey Kong Country game because those are pretty. Yeah, pretty. They are pretty. Oh, whoa. That didn't look good. Ooh, listen to that crackle. I'd rather not, Alex. Okay. Oh, you get out there. It's fine. Is this going to be good? Yeah. So let me just reiterate that the Vita is perfectly capable of playing these types of games absolutely smoothly. It's just that for some reason some of these more unique emulators are just not as optimized as some of the cores you'll be using on RetroArch. But with a little bit of an o'clock and get into the meat and bones of the game, pretty damn good. Yeah, you can't beat me. Oh, mother... Could it be a sign? Am I supposed to throw like a barrel? Oh, you bastard! Sorry. Alright, this SNES. I had a little look at ActRaiser. Pretty sure I... Is that going to load or save? I hope it loads. Yes, please. Another banger game, banger soundtrack. It's not really capturing well. Dude, if you're someone who is like never played a lot of retro games and you're really pining for something new and good, damn, there's a goddamn treasure trove. This game can get quite hard as well. And then the whole sim management aspect of it, where you're like this angel protecting and developing a town. And sorry, I'm not playing properly. I'm just running and yapping. Oh, it's the boss. Put that away. It's alright if I die. I don't want to live. Yeah, that ran pretty good. Good stuff. I like the D-pad on this a lot, actually. And it works really well for retro games. I was just going to have a look at one more game, I think. I'm kind of annoyed that it's not really, like, capturing very well. Focusing on the text. Whereas it usually does. Let's have a look at Starfox. Well, that doesn't sound good. That's not good at all. Can I pause that? I was gonna say that's a good reason to have a look at the RetroArch and play Starfox there. Oops. Wait, what? There you go. Super Nintendo. The L and R buttons are the same on both these Vitas. Actually, are they? No, they're not. It's like similar plastic. It's like an acrylic feel, but on here it feels chunkier. I can't remember which one I'm supposed to use. Let's just go with that one. Turn that off. Sounds a lot better. So again, it's the SNES 9X emulator. Oh wow, even in this it doesn't run very well. It's a bit better, but that's surprising. I don't think this Vita is overclocked though. That surprised me a little bit because Lilac Wars works pretty well on this on the N64 emulator. That's crazy. Weird. Alright, back to the Slim. So let's get out of here. Yeah, so those work. These emulators work. Well, you don't have to look at the N64 one so much because you'd be using that one anyway. But these emulators worked pretty decently. This was a nice little project to get this back up functioning again on the 1 GB card it has. I put this Bloodborne theme back on there. It was originally just black. Just got some plugins and then just like put all my like system stuff here. And yeah, this might be a cool little device to just start playing some retro things again. The battery life's pretty good with with 40 minutes in almost, and I don't know where that started at, but it's you'll be able to play that for a while. Yeah, this is a really nice device to use. Whenever I hold this, I feel really good about it, and I actually played a lot of PS1 games on this, and it felt amazing to do so. Unfortunately, older brother is here, and I do like him a lot more. That sounded weird. Wait, this is running out of memory card space? What? Okay. I don't remember putting anything else on there. But yeah, this is the Vita I showed off in the other video. I've rearranged this a bit, so I had a comment that said, why don't you use folders? I was like, I don't like them. I think they look ugly. But when I actually played around and thought about it using the Demon's Souls theme, so I'm keeping the emulators and stuff on the front. This is just my hub here to go into RetroArch games, Adrenaline, N64, CPS2. Someone asked me where you get that. You just Google it, CPS2 Vita. I think the VPK I got was CPS2 Slim, maybe. And it works within Adrenaline. I actually had to create a bubble for this. And then down here, Vita games, now in folders: action adventure, action RPG, Metroidvania, platformer, arcade, JRPG, and roguelike. And I've tried to set them up in a way that looks nice around this picture. There's a lot of Metroidvania games, including the AM2R. Hang on a second. I just wanted to test something with the focus. I can't seem to really do much about that for some reason. Maybe it's the light in this room. It's because I got the curtains closed and I turned the light up, and I don't know. But yeah, there's a bunch of Metroidvanias to play if I wanted to. Yeah, so Vita games. This isn't a review of the actual Vita console, but there's loads of Vita games and a lot of them are really awesome. You'll have a great time playing some of those. It's worth getting the console alone, actually. I had a really good time getting games and playing some of them again. And now I've stuck all my systems and apps down here, so yeah, I'm only using 3 pages instead of 6 now. And it's a lot neater, a lot tidier. But yeah, it's going to be fun to play this again and just dig into some of these arcade games. Always love me a bit of Tetris, Stuck Streets of Rage in here. Platformers, Shovel Knight, Curse of the Moon, Bloodstain's really good. Action RPGs. I had no idea Valkyria Revolution was on the Vita. I nearly got that for the PlayStation 3 once, but I'm more of a fan of the tactical series, Valkyria Chronicles. Yeah, some pretty hard-ass games for the Vita. What else can I really talk about? I was mostly more interested in showing the Slim for some reason. Just using it as more of a retro console. Anyway, these are the 2 consoles. Do we call them consoles? Handhelds? That looks pretty cool. Demon's Souls and Bloodborne. Yeah, so this one has a 200GB SD card. More than enough space to fill all kinds of things. I mean, I've got the Vita games down there, and then a good amount of ROMs. I don't just have every ROM in existence, but just ones I was personally interested in. So what, GBA, NES, Super Nintendo, Mega Drive, and some PlayStation. No, wait, I deleted those. I think I need to delete this playlist, because yeah, I'm pretty sure I deleted that. Anyway, I don't really have much more to say about that. That's so yeah, that's more of a look at the Vitas, mostly the Slim. I'd still say if you're looking for one to buy, probably go for this, especially if you want to play mostly Vita games. I guess PSP, PS1 as well, they'll look really good because of the OLED. But I just think overall the feel of it, especially of the sticks, is just a lot nicer. Whereas this one has a more casual feel about it and feels really good for retro. But that's just me. Yeah. thanks a lot for watching, guys. Another Vita video there. I don't think I have any more reason to do another one, so I'll have to think of another video I can do soon. But yeah, take it easy, and thank you very much for watching. Cheers. Bye-bye.